Hello. Hi, this is Eden, and I am live at 12 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday, May 12th. And I think I am live on my personal Facebook page and my Eden Castile Music Studio page and my YouTube. So through the beauty of StreamYard. And I am here because I am releasing an album today. And I'm very, very excited to share it with you. So the album is DALE Hayride Volume 2. It is available right now at bandcamp.com. It's available also through my website, edencastile.com. So I've been talking about it. If you're already my friend, you've probably heard about it. I hope you know about it. But I'm on here today to talk a little bit about it and tell you the story of how this came to be. So this is the third album that my studio has put out in the past year. So thanks, COVID. That's great. And this is the biggest production, though, that my studio has done. And it's available where? On Bandcamp right now. You can also get it through my website, edencastile.com. But it started out as an idea back in, I don't know, several months ago. So I released 3 albums in the past year. The first one was in June of 2020. It was called 6 Feet from Stardom. And that's available on SoundCloud and also through my website. And then in December, we released Holidays. And that was 9 original songs by singers in my studio. That was done almost entirely online because we needed to keep things safe. And that's a lot of fun. And you can also see that at edencastile.com. And then we decided to do a country version. So this is DALE Hayride Volume 2, releasing today. And this is 10 songs. But it's also the first time that we've had live players play pretty much all the instruments. And we also worked on a group song together with some producers in Nashville as one of the tracks. So what I'm going to do now is kind of give you this little preview, try to goose you to go on over and check out the album either through edencastile.com or through Bandcamp. And so I get to use all of my little tech features to make this happen. So I've had, I don't know, 7-8 hours of sleep in the past week, it feels like. So I'm a little punchy. But you can get the album here at bandcamp.com through Eden Castile Music Studio. You can listen first before you buy. Don't you want to try before you buy? And I'll play a little bit of it here if I can get StreamYard to cooperate. And if you really like it and you want to see the singers perform it live, we're going to be doing a live version of the album with the players of Evening Sky, Joe and Gino and Eric and Chris, plus a couple of guests. And that will be on Sunday, May 23rd at 4 p.m. at Pump House Music Works. And guess where Pump House Music Works is? Peacedale, Rhode Island. That's why this is called DALE Hayride Volume 2. The first DALE Hayride was a live show that we did in September of 2019, which feels like an eternity ago, right? So long ago. But that was a country show. And you can actually see some of that on my YouTube channel. You can see part of DALE Hayride. And that was a lot of singers singing their favorite classic country songs. And we had some great players for that. It was a great, great night. And then I thought we were going to be doing it again. And then the pandemic hit. What are you going to do, right? My studio is full of people who love to perform and are looking for opportunities to perform. That's what I do in my studio. I prepare singers for performing. I prepare performers. I give them places to perform, opportunities, and reasons, and then coach them through the process. What are you going to do when you have a wonderful group of people who want to perform, but everything is shut down? You start performing albums. So that's what the first one was in June of 2020, the 6 Feet from Stardom, and that's what Holidays was in December of 2020, and that's what this is, DALE Hayride Volume 2, because Volume 1 was the live show, the first live show. So I guess, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to call May 23rd Volume 3. No, I'll just call it Volume 2. So there are 10 songs on this album, and they're all fantastic. I love them all. Performed by 9 different singers in my studio. And all of them followed the same process to be part of this. So in January, I put out the call saying I'm going to make a country album and I'd love for you to participate. And then everybody had to do a video audition. And I got some wonderful ones. So I even got a few from, out of this geographical area. I got one from a really nice guy in Kentucky who was going to participate. And ultimately, he had to go off and be in the Army, so he couldn't do it. And I had a wonderful woman from Hong Kong who loves country music. Hong Kong. And she did a video ask as well. So, but everybody else who participated, they are mostly local, but they didn't actually come here to do anything except record. So we did their video ask. They were accepted into the program. In February, we started writing. And some people already had song ideas ready to go. Some had never really written much before, but just had the desire and loved a lot of country music. So we asked them, they were asked about what were their favorite inspirations. Some said Patsy Cline, John Prine, Chris Stapleton. I like murder ballads. I really love Jolene. I really love the Eagles. I love this, I love that. And some said, I don't know much about country music. I just like to write. How do I do it? So there was always enthusiasm and desire and talent. So in February, we spent that time kind of talking about what the song might be about and what styles of country music we liked, because it's such a wonderfully big category. And then we began writing. So we'd get together on Zoom meetings and we would send lyrics back and forth and ideas back and forth. And some were really fleshed out and some weren't at all. Then in March, I began to develop demo tracks for all of the songs. And we began to have master classes where we would work with some really wonderful musicians to start refining the songs. And so we had a lot of friends participate. Mark Cutler, thank you so much. He did some wonderful songwriting master classes where he would listen to the demos as they were in progress and give feedback on what he thought was working and what still needed to be refined. And it was great to have such talented ears listen to all of these songs. So, and then that process continued in March, that we began to refine the demos. And then at the end of March and beginning of April, we had the live players come in and actually play all the live tracks. So each demo track that I created with my fingers over here on this keyboard became a live drum, live bass, live guitar, live fiddle, live pedal steel, all by fantastic players. Many of the people from Evening Sky. So I have Joe Potenza, thank you, Joe, on bass. So wonderful. I had Kevin Vidmar for fiddle. Thank you, Kevin. Chris Brooks on pedal steel. I had Josh Sherman for guitar. I also had Mark. He played on several tracks. My friend Jason Sheely played. My husband, Ron Cowie, played drums on a few tracks as well. I played piano and organ on a lot of them. So just some great, great players, and they came in over and over again. And then Tim and Steven, who wrote songs in the album, also contributed guitar. Once all that was done, then the singers came flooding in one at a time, nice and safe, and actually recorded in the studio. So then they got to hear their tracks and they got to hear all the live parts as they came in. And because they're students, it wasn't perfect the first time. So they got a second crack at it and they got to come back and record again to make sure that the songs were as they wanted them to be. Then everything was sent off to Skylar Batts of Studio 121 in Pawtucket, and she mixed and mastered. Then they came back, and here we are. Here we are. So I'm thrilled to present this to the world today. It is DALE Hayride Volume 2. It is available now. It is available through my website, which is EdenCastile.com, and it's also available at Bandcamp at this address. So I think you can see that right there. Can you see that right there? Yeah, there it is. Fancy, fancy. Okay. So you can buy it on Bandcamp, Eden Castile Music Studio. It's DALE Hayride Volume 2. As you can tell, I'm really happy about it, and I'm also really tired. But it's the best kind of tired, right? Because people have done such a great job. Oh, yes. Hey, Jeffrey, thank you so much. It is very exciting. I am so excited that we are finally released. And, because of the pandemic, we're kind of doing this backwards. I think most people, they write songs and then they go perform them at open mics and coffee houses, and they get a feel of how the song is going to go, and then they go into the studio. But because of the pandemic, we had to reverse the process. So I'm glad we got it done anyway. And I'm really excited about how they sound. But we are going to do other albums coming up. And I hope to actually get to perform them first and then go into the studio, as long as we're all happily vaccinated. So I'm hoping for something for Valentine's Day. And I'm also thinking of something maybe kind of spirit-filled. Maybe not quite gospel, but maybe like gospel and folk and blues. Kind of, I don't know, I want to say spiritual, but I think kind of spirit-filled as something that I would like to do. So those are what I would hope will happen next. But I'm also going to let the singers tell me what they're interested in. So let's see. I'm going to show you a little bit about each of the songs. So let's see if I can take these off. I love playing with StreamYard graphics because they're so much fun. All of these singers will be not only performing these live, but you'll probably see them also talking about these songs on The Eden Show, which is my show that's every Thursday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. And several of them will be making music videos for their albums. So that will start rolling out sometime in June. So, because it's great to hear music and it's also great to see some stuff. So these little things will show you a little bit about what the songs are about. So I feel like this is an infomercial, but I don't mind. So Fences in My Life by Steve Tadino. Steve is a fantastic guitar player and writer. And I think he's written the most songs of anybody in the project, over 100. And they're great. So this one just came in and he said, well, what do you think of these lyrics? And he sent me a demo and he sent me the lyrics, and everybody loves this song. So without giving it away, it's a great song about exactly what you're seeing here. It's about a Mustang. And it's about seeing Mustangs breaking through fences and what that means if we break through our own fences. So it's a banger. I love it. And he played on it. He was a great guitarist, and he created a really great soundscape for it. This is Aaron Gukian in The Blink of an Eye. And Aaron and I also do a piano bar on Monday nights up in Providence, and we're having a lot of fun with that. So Aaron is, he looks really mild-mannered here, but this was during the video shoot for our group song. But this is a wonderful song about seeing your kids grow up. So it's a really sweet song that he wrote. And the co-writer on this is his friend Alicia Harpoodian. This is 2020 Kind of Love. And this is a group song that we did with two producers from Nashville, Tyler Kane and Megan Lindsay. We worked with them exclusively online. And Tyler and Megan helped, this group of singers helped us come up with lyrics and helped us work on the chorus. And then they sent us the finished instrumental of the track, and then we added the vocals. So it's a great, great image, 2020 Kind of Love. And you just have to listen to it. It's really good. But it's all of us together talking about how even though last year was horrible, there was something great about all of us really supporting each other, and that we keep that kind of love going forward. So thank you, Tyler and Megan, for all of your help with that. Tim Burdett wrote The Game I Cannot Lose. He's a great guitarist in Saunderstown. He's played in a bunch of bands. And I'm going to make him come on and talk about the inspiration. But, inspiration for songs comes from all kinds of unlikely places. And when he told me where he got the idea for this, I just couldn't believe it. And it's just a reminder that everybody can be a songwriter. Everybody can be a performer. You have it in you right now to make your album. And that's why these singers are here. They all have albums and albums worth of material from their lives. And it's all really interesting and special. And I'm so glad I got to be part of it. So Tim played guitar on his track and also on some others on the album. So Stephen Endres wrote Go With the Float. And this is the closest we could get to a Jimmy Buffett song. I think he actually is buying a boat within like a couple of weeks. So we were heavily inspired by Jimmy Buffett for this, and yacht rock. So yacht rock's so close to country. That was a lot of fun. It's Not Too Late by Caroline Maynard. Caroline wrote a great song that kind of reminds me of a little Brandi Carlile, a little Dixie Chicks. Now it's just the Chicks, sorry. And all about following your dreams. So she's a writer based in Westerly. And this is her third appearance on the third album. So many of these singers have done this work multiple times. Pearls of Wisdom, Dan Shaka. I just love this picture. It's so cute. And this one's personal for me too, because Dan wrote about his relationship with his dad. And my dad also inspired me a lot. So even though I've told Dan this several times, that even though we're writing about his dad, I felt like I was writing about mine as well. And it sounds a lot like a Johnny Cash, Chris Christopherson kind of song. So that was a lot of fun to write with him. And then Ghost Song by Sabrina. Sabrina wrote a murder ballad. And I had a rehearsal with a couple of the backing singers who'll be performing on May 23rd. And they started singing this song when they walked in the door because they said they know every word. And they said, it's just so spooky. I love it. And Mark Cutler played on this one as well. And Kevin did some great fiddle work. So Sabrina has a real knack for these kind of wonderfully dark, songs. She's like, Bon Iver all over again. So that was a great one to see. Eliza wrote Wash, Rinse, and Do Not Repeat. So basically, she's just hanging guys out on the line. Eliza's really good at that. Eliza's done a one-woman show with me. She is currently writing her second one-person show that will be coming out probably end of the summer, beginning of the fall. So she's writing really good stuff. They're all writing really good stuff. I really enjoyed being on that one. That one sounds we're going for kind of a Patsy Cline type sound. And then So Damn Poor, Robin Dyer. So Robin is also probably going to be the most prolific songwriter in my studio within a week. She writes a lot of songs per week. And she also is writing her first full-length album. So Damn Poor is a song that we co-wrote with Mark. And it's the first track on the album. And you can also hear it on my website, EdenCastile.com. You can hear that song anywhere. And it's a great song. It's kind of Tom Petty meets country. And yeah, we were inspired by an email that we got. So it's called So Damn Poor. It's a lot of fun. So you can hear all of the songs through EdenCastile.com, or you can also get it on Bandcamp. It's called DALE Hayride Volume 2. It's available right now. I just took you through a little bit of each track, and I didn't play a single bit of it because you have 10 fingers and you know how to make them go over to Bandcamp.com, and you know how to make them go to EdenCastile.com. But this is just me getting on here to say, first of all, yay. Second of all, thank you to everybody who helped with it. To Mark and Jason, Joe, Chris, Josh, Kevin, Ron, Jason, Steve, Tim, Skylar, Wendy. Thank you to people who listened to the demos. Thank you to the people who did master classes with my students, Mark, Karen, Tyler, Megan. It's been great. It's just been great. And I had such a great time making this album with these singers. So I hope you will take a listen. You can buy it on Bandcamp.com. You can buy individual tracks. You can buy the entire album. And please, if you can, come and see the singers perform this entire album live at Pump House Music Works in Peacedale, Rhode Island, on Sunday, May 23rd at 4 p.m. So tickets are available for all of that through EdenCastile.com. And they're also available through the individual places, Bandcamp, and you can also go to Pump House itself. The Pump House show will be outdoors, but in their nice tent. We're excited about that. Tent is heated, but it's going to be 4 o'clock on a Sunday, so I think the weather's going to be pretty darn good. And Pump House has got a great lineup this entire summer. They've got a lot of wonderful shows going on in the tent. And our band, Evening Sky, that's going to be backing us up, is actually playing there this weekend. So come out to Pump House if you can. It's a really great place to do music. And I'm honored that I get to call this entire album, DALE Hayride, because Pump House is one of the reasons it's called DALE Hayride. It's such a great place to make music, and it inspires musicians. So that's it. Yay! I might take a nap now. No, I'm not. I'm going to go do some other stuff because I'm excited. So, producing an album and co-writing the songs and releasing them and copywriting them and making sure they're protected on ASCAP and all that stuff can make you a little tired, but it's just like having a baby. You don't remember the pain. I'm pretty sure. There's only one way to find out, and that's to do it again, right? But not today. I won't do it today. But I'll tell you, thank you all very much for your support all over this. Thank you for just being wonderful people. And thank you especially to the 9 people who trusted me to create with them, collaborate with them. It's been a pleasure. So I'll see you online. I'll see you for Eden Show tomorrow night. See you at the show at Pump House on May 23rd. And signing off. Thanks.